Welcome back, amigos, amigas. So this is Alexander AP, your instructor on Web System and Tech 2. Okay, so this is the previous code that we do, the saving process of the sign up form, and making a database connection. Okay, so we successfully saved a data before. So ito yung naging successful data natin, the encrypted password. Now, the next target is how to log in and what will happen on successful login. Okay, so punta tayo ng login page. Close natin sa registration, sign up, and this index. Okay, login. Punta tayo ng login. So on here, we have here a post, the same on the sign up form. All form has a similarity. It needs a data here, username and password, and after clicking the login, it will proceed into the action using the method post. Now, we don't have yet here the action. Okay, so we will create a process. Checking login. So, Control N, save it into the page. Okay, so this is check login.php. Save. Okay, we have here login, save registration. Okay. Okay, so once again, this check login and save registration is under on the process folder. So before, the save process or the save registration and check login is nandito kay page, but those are not a page but a process. Okay? So we created a folder for process, tapos doon natin siya nilagay kay check login and save registration. So nandito sila. And kung babalikan natin si registration, guys, after ito, okay, balikan natin si sign up, ito. After natin mag-click ng button sign up, itong button na to, pupunta siya sa folder na process. Why? Because this page, this save registration, ito, is nandun kay process. Dahil dito sa index natin, di ba tinatanong ni is it coming from a dynamic folder or coming from the default folder? Okay, so the same way with the pages, is it coming from the dynamic page or the default page, yung login? Okay, so ngayon, pag nag-click tayo ng sign up, dito pupunta yung sign up natin, dito. And then, kapag nag-click tayo ng submit, sign up, pupunta siya dito sa folder na to, process, for the save registration. Okay, dito. Pupunta siya dito. Okay, from this page to this page, process. Okay, balikan natin si check login. Anong mangyayari kapag nag-login tayo dito kay login? Saan siya pupunta? And successful ba yung login or hindi? So, punta tayo kay login. Gawa tayo ng login button. I mean, login form. So, check login. Okay, check login. So, PHP. Okay, so if is it again, post, coming from the button login. Okay, and that is, if true yung statement, punta siya dito. Kuha ko ng comment. So, this is connection to the posted MySQLi query. Dito natin ilalagay. Check login is equals to MySQLi query. Okay, yung connection natin sa database. And from the table na na-create natin, tbl users, uname is equals to this variable. Okay, so $uname. Yan. Of course, password is equals to this variable. Pass. Okay, then check the row. This area, if existing, check. Alright. Greater than or equal. Okay. Actually, merong page dito para sa mga 404 error. Okay, so dito is index.php. If the statement here is not set or not true, pupunta siya dito sa else index.php. Anong meron kay index.php dito? Kay process. So, nandito tayo kay process, check login. So, process, check login. Tapos, punta kay index. Dito kay index. So, anong meron? So, dito, tinawag si head for CSS and 404. Ano yung 404? Puntahan natin. For example, direct na lang tayo punta sa process na folder. Then, kapag nag-enter tayo, pupunta siya dito sa error 404. Okay? For security purposes. Now, going back, we need to successfully log in. After dito, okay, i-check yung database, yung username and password, yung query natin, tapos nag-session tayo. Kapag successful, pupunta ng admin. Okay, punta ng admin. So, meron na ba tayong admin? Open tayo, back. Then, as what we can see here, wala tayong admin. So, create tayo ng admin. Admin folder. Okay, enter. Okay, meron ng admin folder. Tapos, kapag successful login na, punta tayo ng dashboard. So, sa dashboard, I want you to you can use a template. I want you to make your own dashboard. The same way din sa paggawa ng dashboard sa front end natin. Okay? So, meron ako ditong example ng dashboard. At I'm going to give it to you. Meron ako ditong dashboard starter. Okay, dashboard starter. Ito, dashboard starter. Bibigay ko to sa inyo para magamit ninyo. Okay. Dashboard starter. Gamit tayo. Lagay natin. So, assume na lang tayo na meron na. Dahil yung process is the same din. Okay, punta tayo ng index. Okay, assuming that we have the index for admin. Okay, may index ako dito. Okay, ito. Lagay ko na lahat. So, direkta tayo sa admin. Check natin yung username natin and password. If successfully ba pupunta dito sa index. Check natin yung user natin, database, pareho. Okay, I'm going to explain this later. So, login muna tayo. Anong ulit yung username and password natin dito? naka-encrypt, naka-hash. So, dapat pala, kapag nag-check login tayo, remember, nung nag-save tayo, naka-MD5. Okay? Naka-hash. Or naka-encrypt. Dapat, when we log in, we also unencrypt the encrypted password. So, MD5 din dito para pareho yung magiging input and output. So, balik tayo dito. Then, yung password ko is ASD. Click login. Walang nangyari. Refresh muna. Okay, balik tayo sa login. Ayun, wala palang action. So, ilagyan natin ng action papuntang check login. So, this is process. Punta tayo ng process. Process. Open natin para sure. Lalabas tayo ng isa. Papasok ng process. And then, check login. Check. Login. Check. Underscore login.php. Okay. Test. Test natin ulit. Home, login, ASD. Click login. Oops. Hindi tayo lalabas. Folder kasi naka-include. Fresh again. Take 4, ASD. Okay. Lagay tayo ng error. Error handler. So, dito, kung mapapansin natin, kapag nag-false na ang statement na to, pupunta dito kay else. Location, // then error is equals to 1. Okay? Nasa login yan. So, lagay tayo ng error handler sa login. Login form natin dito. So, what will happen if nag-click tayo ng button tapos fail? Alright. So, yan yung gagawin natin ngayon. Okay. Baba ng password. Gawa tayo ng PHP. Okay. Let's create PHP. If is it okay. Underscore get. Okay. Error. Oh, itong variable na to yung magdadala ng error. So, echo. And its class name is equals to class name. Alert. And alert dismissible. Okay, yun. Nakikita natin meron. Show. Okay, username. The message username. Password is incorrect. Incorrect. Okay. Username and or password is incorrect. Yan yung message natin. And then, we will create a button. Then, type this button. Data dismiss is equals to make sure that you don't miss the exact spelling of the tags. I mean the attribute of the tags. Alert. Area dash hidden is equals to true. And times. Okay, so double check natin div class alert danger alert yung danger guys, that is a color red. Yung alert natin before dito kay bootstrap, if nakalimutan nyo na, balikan natin. Documentation, components, Yan, ito. This is danger. So, balik tayo sa code. Dismissible, fade show, roll. Okay, dito pwede. Password is incorrect. Okay, test natin. Dapat lumawas siya dito sa baba. Ayun. Pero may error. Bakit error? Ay, hindi pala. $sign. End. End is for X. Itong button na to. Oops, bakit siya nasa loob? Loob ng button. Nasa loob siya ng button. Nasa na yung button? Okay, kulang pa tayo ng div dito. So, this is for the closed tag of div. Ayun. Then, dapat ma-work yung close button. Alright. So, nangyayari ito guys, it happens that this is already designed and meron siyang close button because of the CSS. Because of this button and span. And ito yung message natin. Then, nag-close siya because alert is dismissible. Fade and show siya. Okay? Yung rule niya is alert. Okay, so kapag successful naman, of course, maka-login tayo. Pero, ayun, hindi tayo maka-login. Check natin dito. Username, tama. Password, tama. Punta tayo ng check login. Username and password, okay. Posting, MD5, select asterisk from TBL users. May S ba? Parang walang S. Ba't mayroong S? Wala ngang S. Where username and password. Okay, tama naman. Pass. Check login session. Punta dito. Check natin ulit. Take 5. ASD, click login. Ayun. Bingo. Okay, so ulitin natin yung pag-login. ASD. Kapag mali, mag-a-appear yung error dito sa baba. Okay. Then, kapag tama, click login. Okay, dito sa dashboard natin siya lalabas. Okay, so dito, mas marami-rami yung gagawin natin. You need to focus. We will create here an admin menu such as managing a user account and a logout button. So the rest are the designs only. And I will give you a lot of this. I will include the codes and the videos. So, where to start? So, this is a starter page, a dashboard for admin. Okay, so we have here a sample buttons. So, let us go to the code. So, ito yung code niya dito kay admin. Okay, ito yung index niya. Then, this is similar with the index natin dito kay dito. Similar yung index natin. Pero yung the index on our front page is meron ng mga include na PHP. Okay? Na chop-chop na natin. So, let's do it the same here. So, ganun din yung gagawin natin, guys. For example, this CSS. Okay, this CSS is coming from the plugins dito kay admin mismo. Okay? Plugins CSS is coming from here. Okay? And this is coming dito kay admin. Okay? We can remove this Google font. Okay, if we want to. Pwede rin i-include lang natin siya, but lagay natin siya into the external page. So, as of now, create tayo muna. Lagay natin dito. Save natin sa admin na folder, but wala pang dynamic pages si admin. So, mag-create tayo pages. This is for admin pages, ha? Pwede natin siya lagyan na admin page, etc. Okay? It's up to you. So, okay, admin page. Tapos, Save natin. Oops. Admin page. Then this is head.php. Okay, save. So let's try to call up and include it here. Page include. Okay, include slash. Okay, there. Refresh, nothing happens, meaning it's still working. And for the content, main content here, this is a home starter. This one here. Nav bar. Home starter. This one. The breadcrumb. Okay. This is the breadcrumb. So we can also make an external for this breadcrumb up to here. Control N. Save into include breadcrumb dot php. Okay. Go back here. Copy and paste. Rename breadcrumb.php. Okay, alt tab, refresh. Nothing happens, meaning the PHP include works. Because once again, if you missed a single wrong spelling when you refresh, no, you'll get an error. But if you don't get an error, meaning everything is fine, PHP include works. We are doing this to minimize the codes inside of the page and to create a dynamic page so that our code will not be redundant, calling it in the same pages, which is wrong. So we have here the aside, okay, the title sidebar here. Title sidebar. Let's try to remove this one. Okay, nothing happens, but we'll leave it there. Okay, the footer. We already have the footer. I already have the footer. Okay, so I'm going to remove this and put it in the external file and name it, name it as footer.php. Alright. So again, page. Okay, there is something wrong. So this content is part of this content wrapper. Okay, the content wrapper. Okay, then. Okay, there. So the home page is working, so meaning this directory and this page is working. So now, let's try to go back here. We will create here a link, a logout button, and a username. So let's proceed to the nav bar. Navigation, the aside menu, the side menu. And the last button here is sample link. Okay, I'm going to edit this. No, I'm going to copy a button here. Sample link. Okay, this sample link as a new item. A new item. Okay. So, try to edit this one. But before that, we need to create first another menu. For example, okay, this is I will create here another li for accounts. Okay, then here we have the nav item. We don't have a link yet, so we have here the icon. So sample link. So I will rename it into user. Okay. Okay. So you're already familiar with the badge. So I'm going to remove this badge. And try to see the output. Okay, we have here the header, item header, and we have here the button for users. Let us change the icon, this one, into users. So FA users. Okay, there, users. How did I know that this icon came from where this icon came from? Okay, let's try to open here our this CSS. We have here a dashboard for CSS. Okay. So we have here, not here, on the plugins, all right, this one, the font awesome free, then the CSS, all means CSS, or this one. Then I'm going to find the FA users. So it nandito. So we have a lot of icons here na pwede magamit. Okay? So close, balik tayo dito. Explore new CSS for the font awesome free. So another item for the user account is logout. Ulit. FA, yun, meron na. Dash sign. Ayun. Sign in, sign out, alt. So, try natin si sign out. Then, refresh. Wala. Then, dash alt. Yung isa pa. Alt. Ayun, meron na. So, alternative, alt. Okay, so, function. Unahin natin si logout. Let's try to create a logout. So, Control N and save this page into the admin page, and this is logout. Logout.php. Okay. So, tawagin natin si logout.page is equals to page pa yung name natin dito ni index. Okay, tama. Page siya. Okay. Page yung variable. So, page is equals to logout. Okay. Wala nang .php po. Kasi, it's already, we already made a function here. Okay. Meron ng logout. Mag-code tayo ng logout. PHP. Okay. Break natin yung session. I-destroy natin yung session before. So, we open up a session, and if is set, again, at get, okay, page, merong simple error. Okay, yan. We open up a session here, we make a condition using the isSet function. If the page is true, which is equal to logout, saan yun galing? Dito kay aside menu. Okay, dito kay page is equals to logout. Tama ba? Okay, page is equals to logout. Kapag true, punta siya dito. unset na yung session, destroy yung session. If false naman, may error. Okay, so I'm going to show you what is the effect of the logout and unsetting the session and destroying the session. So we have here the logout button. Click. Okay, may error. Debug muna natin. Already sent session. Okay, let's try to understand first the error, the warning, and the notice. So it says here that cannot start session when headers already sent. Okay, sa logout on the second line. Okay, let us try to debug this error again. So the logout is here. Okay, session. We started the session here. Okay. By the way, we forgot here in the index to put a security. Security for the admin. So, lagay tayo PHP. Okay, then require once. Not yet. That is for the database. Session start if set session session the username user ID is equals to 0. Okay, header, the direction where to go, so location dot into the index. Okay, index, then exit, else. Okay, so allow me to explain it again, guys. We create a session start, and if as set is this session user ID is equals to 0, it will go back to the main index. If merong user ID, we can get into the admin index. Now, this is connected into the check login natin. Okay, dito. If this statement, these variables are true, so it will go here into the admin. Okay, why we need to put this security? Okay, let's try to remove the security. Okay, remove, and let's try to go back on the first index. So this is our home page or front page. Now, if I'm going to type here the admin folder or directory, then I hit the enter, yun. I can easily enter into the admin page. That's why we need to put security such this session user ID. Okay, that's why the reason that we put this session here, the user ID and the other details, is to make a session going to the admin index. Okay, so when we go back here and we type again the admin directory, we cannot enter and we redirectly go here on the login form. Okay, so let's try to go back on the admin, then the logout button. Why there is a problem on the logout button? Logout, okay, click natin ulit, logout, okay, there's still a problem. So I want you to read the notice and the warning of the error so that you will know and how to solve and how to debug a problem. So first, let's try to read the notice here. It says here that the session had already been started, ignoring in blah blah blah. The warning is also here. undefined user ID, and cannot modify header, and blah blah blah. Okay, so let's try to go back on our code here on logout. Okay, we have here the page logout, everything is fine. Then on the clicking button, okay, so every time we click this button, there is a problem. So this is the logout button. We have here a folder. Okay, so let's try to revise the link of the logout. So admin pages / logout dot php question mark, the variable page is equals to logout. Okay, why? Because we're not going to post this one here. That's why there is an error, because the logout is unset and destroying the whole session, meaning it will when we click the logout, it will go to the main index or main web page. So that's why we don't need to link it here on the content. So that is directly log out into the logout button going here, and ito yung sasalo na variable and ito yung value na kailangan niya. To be correct, if true to, pupunta dito, which is tama. Okay, try natin ulit. Balik tayo dito. Okay, login. Okay, successfully log in, then click log out, and yun. What will happen if we will go back using this button? Okay, click natin. Yun, walang nangyayari. Why? Because we have this security. Okay? Tanggalin ulit natin siya. The security. Then login tayo, assuming that there is a security. Then kapag nag-log out tayo, yun. Walang session na nangyari. So, hindi gagana yung logout. Okay, and kasi walang session. Walang session na nangyari. So, nothing to destroy and nothing to unset because we did not yet start the session. Okay, try natin. Assume tayo, guys. Okay. Assume ulit tayo. Okay, working siya. Okay. Tapos, tanggalin natin yung security. Security. Okay. Dito, may session pa. Okay, hindi tayo nag-refresh. Nag-logout tayo. Okay, ganun din. So, it needs a session. Yun. Makaka-logout. Tapos, okay, nakakabalik dito kasi hindi tayo nag-refresh dito. So, refresh, logout, balik tayo, hindi na maka-logout. Okay, click, hindi na maka-logout. Okay. So, next target is, login ulit tayo for admin. Oops. Okay, sensitive. Yun. Let's try to create the user. Dapat makita natin yung mga data dito sa database dito kay users. Dapat lalabas dito. Okay, create tayo ng another page for the user. Save natin sa admin pages. This is users.php. Save. Okay. And then, okay, so in this part, yung output natin dito, we need to, when we click this user, we need to see here that the table containing the data of the users. Okay, for example, this data should be appear here using a table. So, we need to go to the Bootstrap again and look for the table under the content. Okay, content, then table. Click table. So, we have a Bootstrap table here, a lot of tables, different types of table. Okay. So, I'm going to use my table. So, I have my own table here. Go back into the output, then go. So this is my table. I'm going to create my own table. So section, okay, then add section and div. Okay, then another div for it. Okay, call. Then another div, then class, card title. It's already in the card. You can find this in card, Bootstrap. So data, table, and its class name is card the body. So I'm using a card for my table. Table, class, table, stripe. There you go. Okay, then the T head. The T head, under the T head are the the TR and the TH. TRTH. So how many TR here and TH? Let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the number, for the user ID, for the username, for the password, surname, and action. Okay, so this is for the number. Again, user ID, because we are creating a table, user ID, username, password is not included, first name, surname, query, database or dbcon, comma, then select this from to create a close for looping. Okay, yan, nandito yung close loop niya. So in here, which is the T body, will create a TD. Gana ba yun? TD. How many TDs? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is for the output. And the variable number, we have a number here. Okay, we have a number. So, gawa tayo dito ng looping for a number is equals to 0. That is a 0 counter, initializing a counter. Then, we will increment that counter from 0 plus plus, tapos it will loop on his own, and then and dito echo yan for the number. Tapos we will get the data na here, the data which is the user ID, seven times 5. Okay, the ID, the username, the F name, the L name, and wala na. Okay, so next is the button. Another TD for the button. Okay, TD class, the PY we have here. This is an alignment class, button dash group. and group href, the A tag, href. Ano yung link natin dito? So, assuming that we have an edit page equals to edit user, and then a class btn-info. Okay. Then display text or icon. So icon. So since this is edit, merong I. Okay, merong I. And then icon lang yung gagamitin natin. Next A is the delete page equals to, remove. Remove page is equals to remove user and btn-danger. Okay, the icon I fast fa trash. Okay. Okay, try natin yung output. Output. We don't have here the footer. Okay, copy pala natin to, footer. Okay. Okay, output. Refresh, click natin to, wala pang link. User, balik tayo kay aside. So, for user, okay, aside for user. So, this is a page. It is not similar to logout. So, we need to question a page is equals to users. Do we have users? Do we have a users? There, meron. Okay, users. Click tayo ni output. Refresh. Then, okay, click. There you go. Ano nangyari? There's something wrong. But we have here a T head. Okay, this is a T head and T foot, and this is the T body. So what happened here? Hindi natin TR dito. Dapat na TR. So balikan natin yung codes. Okay, TR. Walang TR oh. So lagay tayo ng TR. TR. Yan. Walang TR eh. TR is a table row. TD is a table data. Okay? Oops. Okay, TR na. Okay, TR dito, TR dito. Ito yung ilo-loop using the while loop. Okay? Ang nangyari dito, na-loop siya pero yung TD lang. Wala yung TR. Yung TR is table row. Dapat table row, ito siya dito. And then itong pangatlo is dito. Refresh. Ayun. Icon yung ginamit ko, hindi text. Okay, icon. Meron na yan sa CSS. Parang may kulang. Surname, action dito. Surname, username, first name. Walang username, Fname, ID, number. Parang may action. User, ay, wala yung, kulang yung ID. Okay, wala yung, saan yung ID? Kanina. Okay, so, echo natin yung number. Yung number, yung kulang. Yung number. Okay. Nag-initialize tayo ng counter 0 and number, increment dito. And then after increment, every loop, nag-i-increment yung number. Okay, balikan natin yung output, then refresh. Ayun. So, kompleto na yung number natin, 1, 2, 3. User ID is 1, 2, 3, the username, first name, surname, and the action. So, pagandahin pa natin siya. Pagandahin pa natin. So, nakikita natin guys, nag-redundant tayo ng data dito at saka dito sa baba. Okay. So, i-reduce natin yung code. Instead, gamit tayo ng function. Call up function. So, paano? Create tayo dito ng another file, Control N. Tapos, save natin siya. Hindi siya sa pages, but ano siya? Pwede tayo gumawa ng folder as asset, library. So, this is library. Okay, then this is library. Anong pwedeng name sa kanya? Call functions na lang. Functions.php. Okay, call functions.php. Ang mangyayari, di-delete natin to. The whole thing sa t-head, yung tr mismo, Control X. Tapos, lagay natin dito dito. Pero, gagawin natin siyang PHP function. So, again, PHP and declare tayo ng function dito, double quote, then paste. Yun. Yan yung magiging itsura. This is similar with the variable. Tatawagin lang natin to dito. Okay? Tawagin natin siya dito. So, PHP include. Okay, include natin yung file mismo. Include. So, labas library, tama yung directory /functions. Yun. Kasi, if naka-include na dyan, then we call the function. Ito yung function call up, lalabas yun dun. Try natin. Okay. So, refresh. Ayun, error. Hindi siya lalabas kasi naka-include. Ayun. Naka-include. So, wala nang // Okay, pagandahin na natin. Okay, i-visit natin yung head natin. Ito, head. Sa include. It's because kulang dito ng CSS. Okay, so mag-add tayo dito ng CSS, which is the data or tables. Data tables. Okay, link, real, style sheet, href, plugins, walang directory, pero may plugins dito. Lalabas pa ba? Lalabas. Iti natin. /plugins/ wala din. Merong plugins sa taas. So, plugins bootstrap. Okay. Okay, so nag-add na naman ako dito ng plugins / itong table na to. Tables. Plugins, data, tables, / may -bs4 / css data. Pasukin natin para hindi tayo wrong spelling. Okay. This one. So, CSS, the data, yun. Okay, plugins for tables, bs4, CSS, data tables, .bootstrap.css. Okay, add na lang din natin sila. Dashboard, meron na. Font awesome. Okay. And see, ito. Plugins overlay, scroll bar. Para maganda yung scroll bar natin dito sa output. Dito. If meron. Okay, so, refresh natin kung tama. Okay, refresh again. Okay, there. So, let's try to go back here in our code. And we already showed up the data coming from the table using this code here. And if we want to add another data, we want to add here. By the way, this function here, the show item, total number of items or entries, and the search button here and this pagination is already in the JavaScript. So I already added it here on the head. Head. This one. The table data. Okay, that's why there is an existing functions of a table using the search and this one and also the pagination. It's already in the JavaScript. Alright, so let's try to add here a button. Same like with the sign up form. The sign up form. So user, try to add here a button from the section. So this is class row, class name, the column is 12. Okay, a tag for page equals to sign up. Okay, btn success. Okay, btn success, then the icon. Okay, icon pass fa is plus. Okay, this is add user. Output. Okay, there. We have the button here for add. And dapat maka-add. Dapat din merong margin sa taas. Okay, margin sa taas. Going to visit my own CSS. Okay. Or padding content, this one. Okay, so we add here a padding 2 for the padding here para merong space. Now, dapat mag-work ang add dito tapos ang delete and edit. The search is already working through the JavaScript. As you can see, I'm typing here and lumalabas lang yung my que. Yun. At saka yung my IP. Okay, see you in the next video for the add, edit, and delete. Bye!